So, the Mega Drive Mini 2 is out, but in this episode I'm actually going to demonstrate and tell you guys why the Mega Drive Mini, released in 2019, is the superior mini console. The Mega Drive Mini and the Mega Drive Mini 2, Sega really have treated us to mini extravaganza. And in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at how the interface fares side by side. We're going to take a look at the game demos and much more. I did an unboxing of this recently. Here's a little bit of footage from that. So I'd implore you to go and check that out if you enjoy this video. Whilst we're at it, please leave a like rating and subscribe for more mini content. Now on the back they're identical with the HDMI port you saw there. You can kind of see it here on the Mega Drive 2 Mini, as well as the micro USB port for the power. The Mega Drive Mini 2 is so much cuter in my opinion. I've always favoured it in terms of its sleeker, smaller and lighter design. And what's interesting is seeing the controllers side by side here. Unfortunately, we only got one controller for the Mega Drive Mini 2, but it is pretty gnarly with the 6-button pad layout. I do, however, prefer the red dash/slash decals, if you can see, on the A, B and C, the up, down, left, right, on the Model 1. We've even got an actual power light on the Model 1, which is unfortunately missing on the Model 2. Side by side though, it's hard to pick a favourite. Of course, they both ooze the same charm as they did back in the early 90s, and I'm incredibly grateful to have one of these each in my collection alongside the original hardware. So because we can't make a decision on which is better side by side, we're going to have to resort to the games. And yes, that means turning each console on. The Mega Drive Mini 1 has 40 games, the Mega Drive Mini 2 has significantly more, with 60 games including Mega CD titles as well as 7 bonus titles. Let's take a look at the lists on each console now. So next we take a look at each device and the interface. I actually really like the Mega Drive Mini 1 interface that little bit more. I just think that it pops. As you can see, the background just looks absolutely stunning, which surprises me given that it's the first console. I thought they might have improved a little bit with the Mega Drive Mini 2. Wallpapers, there's only 3 on the Mega Drive Mini 1 compared to a hell of a lot more on the Mega Drive Mini 2. Screen ratios are exactly the same with 4.3 or a full screen. You even get this cool sound menu though, bundled in with your Mega Drive 2 Minis. Let's take a listen. You can hear a massive difference. I'll do that again. So we have the Mega Drive. And then we'll go to Sega Mega Drive 2. Ready? And in terms of what they sound like live in-game, and as a side-by-side comparison in-game, I have to say that so far, the Mega Drive Mini, the 2019 release, pips it to the post for me thus far in, what with a better interface, with the red decals on the controller, albeit there's only 3 buttons, the fact that you get 2 controllers, the fact that the games for me just seem way more quality compared to on the Mega Drive 2, for example. We have Streets of Rage, the classic Streets of Rage 2, compared to the Streets of Rage 3. I just feel that thus far in, the Mega Drive Mini pips the Mega Drive Mini 2. Another really interesting thing with the Vectorman games, you can see the Model 1 has the original Vectorman and the Model 2 has Vectorman 2. Now for me, the parallax scrolling looks so much better. The whole game in Vectorman looks absolutely stunning in comparison to Vectorman 2 on the Mega Drive Mini 2. This for me is a visual highlight of just how much better quality I think the games are on the Mega Drive Mini 1. What do you guys think? Now, if we're being completely transparent here, I actually went into that recording thinking that I would like the Mega Drive Mini 2 a hell of a lot better because it's got more games, because it's newer in my mind, and of course it's the recency effect of remembering something that is more recent compared to previous memories, so Mega Drive Mini 2019. But actually, having kind of reviewed it, and like I said, the interface on the Mega Drive Mini pops so much more. There's something about the colour grading, the colour, I guess the kind of final colour, that just seems so much clearer, whereas the Mega Drive Mini 2 looks a little bit muddy if you compare the two side by side, which we did in this episode. So the interface is really, really nice. Of course, the menus are exactly the same. There's a few slight variations. Of course, wallpaper, there's more wallpaper if that's your thing on the Mega Drive Mini 2. But I think with wallpaper, if you're playing in 4.3 aspect ratio, less is more. The more kind of wallpaper there is, the busier it seems, it detracts you from the actual gameplay. So it's not necessarily always a good thing that there's more of. I think quality is better here rather than quantity. Now we've mentioned the games, and I've just mentioned quality over quantity. Of course, the Mini 2, 60 games, Mini 40 plus the 2 bonus games. Having again dived into the Mega Drive Mini with the interface and looking through the games this morning as I film, there just seemed like so many more pleasing games that I would go to before I'd go to any of the ones on the Mega Drive 2 Mini. I think where that specialises is it has more expensive games on it, so it's probably angled slightly more towards collectors. If you want to play the likes of Shining Force CD, perhaps try before you buy, maybe, because it is a lot of money to splash out on a physical copy. Whereas for me, I just feel the most nostalgia. Streets of Rage 2, Sonic 2, so many more good nostalgic games on the Mega Drive Mini 1, and you saw the Vectorman and Vectorman 2 demo. Everything about that first game just seems so much more refined, and again, I said it wasn't Sega's fault as such, but it just shows that I think that the library of games on the first Mini was picked with a little bit more passion in mind. Now you're probably thinking that I don't like the Sega Mega Drive Mini 2. Well, you are wrong. I do like it. I just prefer the Model 1 better. And I think I've explained that and I've demonstrated that pretty well in this episode. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hand over to you good folk, the viewers at home watching this, and I want you to tell me what you think of the video. If you're kind enough, please share this video to your personal Facebook page, as it really helps things grow. You guys have been amazing recently, and I'm just digressing slightly and putting a little bit of my little heart on the line just to say a personal thank you to everybody that supported me here and everybody that continues to contribute to my work just by watching and sharing the videos. Those two things there are worth my weight in gold, so thank you very much. Thank you and take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Toodle pip. I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video.